everybody, welcome. My name is Ilah Brock, your certified hypnotherapist, and this is Subconsciously Speaking, What's in Your Mind. Today we're going to talk about something very interesting, and it is for mature audiences, so please be aware. I don't want to offend anybody. When the mind gets in the way, this is the hypnotic truth about erectile dysfunction, ED. So let's get on with it, what this is about. It's not always about biology. Sometimes your subconscious mind just won't cooperate. Today we're going to dive into the lighter side of the serious topic, ED, and how hypnosis can put the mind back in the mood again, if you will. And it's going to be very short, just some information, very basic. If you want more detail, give me a call. I've helped quite a few men overcome this if it's a psychological problem. Now you gotta understand, if it's physical or if you're not sure, you gotta get checked out by a doctor, because I can't work with a physical problem so much as I work with a psychological issue or some sort of mental hang-up or whatever, and we can work from there. But if everything's going well. Now, let me give a couple caveats to that too. Again, I'm not a doctor, but I have learned from doctors that diabetes and some of the medication, like, well, I can't think of it, but there's some medication that they put you on, oral medication, that can create this problem too. So just be aware of that. So we're going to talk about something that usually stands up to scrutiny, except when it doesn't. It's the topic, it's delicate, it's sensitive. It can go soft under pressure, but we're talking about erectile dysfunction, ED for short, and that's how I'm going to term it through the rest of this segment here, ED. Not for my discomfort, for yours, of course, right? It's defined as the inability to achieve or maintain an erection sufficient for satisfactory performance. Many men experience the occasional episodes. Chronic issues may indicate underlying psychological, emotional, or physical conditions, as I noted earlier. You want to nip those. So if you do come in and you have an ED problem, I'm going to give you this referral form to your medical doctor to let him know you are seeing me for this purpose, so that he knows. I just need him to know. I like to add a little humor in this because it is a sensitive topic. So if ED's got you feeling down, remember, it's literally happening. It's happened to almost every guy, and nobody talks about it at parties, of course, unless it's that kind of a party. You know, maybe it's a party of two and their issues. So let's go into the psychological reasons behind, or potentially, okay, informative, and we're going to see what we can access and some questions that, you know, I can throw out there for you to just ponder, things to pontificate on in this topic. So performance anxiety can be a problem. So fear of sexual failure creates a self-fulfilling prophecy, building stress around your intimacy. It's like being asked to dance in front of a packed stadium. Suddenly your feet forget how to move. Or if you've got to give the same speech over and over and over and over again, and now you forgot the words, or just look at the bloopers we see sometimes from TV shows that we watch. You know, they just forgot their lines. They forgot what they were supposed to do. It happens, you know, and so sometimes body parts might forget, and some of those body parts have a mind of their own. Stress and anxiety, everyday life stressors, finances, work, family, it can all spill over into intimacy. And let me tell you about men and women. Men are like waffles, and there's an actual book that's called Men Are Like Waffles and Women Are Like Spaghetti. But the man waffle, they have a work square and they have a home square, they have their intimacy square, the children's square, their mother's square, their family square, holidays, working on the car, all of these squares that you would see in a waffle, and nothing spills over into the other, because men are typically mono-minded and they're focused on the one thing that they're doing. So when they're at work, no, they're not thinking about mom maybe laid up in the hospital with a broken leg. If they're with the family, they're not typically thinking about work. Now they might be thinking about their 1969, Spitfire or something that they need to go work on in the garage, but then they're in that square. So it's just things are just labeled differently. With women, we can think of 75 different things at one time, just because that's how our mind is wired, and that's how we're wired. And take advantage of that, because we can think of all those things. That's why you ever meet women that are like talking about a subject, and then in 2 seconds they've changed the subject, and within 20 minutes they've got 15 different subjects going, and you don't know where it went, where it started, or how. Now that's a woman for you. Yeah, I'm her. I get this. Wait a minute, what topic are we on next? Wait, stop. So I've had to learn, and I'm learning, even at this age, that I have to stop and think about, okay, they may not know what I'm talking about. My subject changed, but my verbs didn't, or whatever. Okay, stress. Let's go back to the stress and anxiety. It steals your sleep. Stress can steal your peace, and it can steal your, erections. And just the stress itself. Now, if you don't get enough sleep, that can be a problem too. So if you have insomnia and AD, well, there may be a correlation. So low self-esteem, body image issues, or whatever. Negative self-perception can make vulnerability difficult with your partner. When you don't feel good about yourself, intimacy becomes another test you're worried about failing. And I don't care what age you are, men probably the youngest I've worked with is 35. And if you are in your 30s, please don't take the little blue pill. Talk to your doctor, it's so important. That can really hurt you later on, from what I understand. So just talk to your doctor before you go there, okay? But yeah, being sick or just not feeling good or whatever can become a problem. So relationship issues. Underlying relationship tensions. I have a couple of clients in mind that are in my head. Poor communication can cause subconscious withdrawal. And I had worked with a client some years ago in Los Angeles when I was down there, and wife, him, and a girlfriend, or ex-wife and a girlfriend. I don't know. It was a weird triangle thing. And he just, it's like he was getting, bitched at from both ends. So it was like, who wants that, right? And also think about that too. What kind of a partner are you? Are you the kind of partner that wants your intimacy fulfilled, yet you're giving them backlash? And what are you being attractive to them? Vice versa? What is it that's wanting them to want you, or you wanting to want them? That could be a dead killer right there, if you will. So it can be hard to get excited in the bedroom if your subconscious mind feels you're in a boxing ring with your partner. So remember that, and also get the TV out of the bedroom. The bedroom's got two purposes, and the TV isn't one of them. Unless, of course, you're single. I don't care about that. Hypnotherapists. How can hypnotherapy or hypnotherapists help you unlock some of this insight? So when you're coming to see me, it can be a little awkward. Some people prefer to just do a phone call or a Zoom. And some people are a little bold and they come in. Now, I don't touch you. I want to make that very clear. This is hypnotherapy. I'm on this side of the desk. You're on that side of the desk. We're just talking about any emotional significant issue that could have come up that may have been a problem. So the questions like, when did you first notice it becoming an issue for you? Are there specific thoughts or fears that surface during this time? If your subconscious mind could speak directly to you right now, what message might it have about your intimacy and vulnerability? And you know what? That question, or that could be actually dropped in a hypnotic state. I could even say, okay, now subconscious mind, something like speak directly to the person's name. What message can you give it about what's going on in their vulnerability? And then I would just be quiet and just let the mind and you kind of have that inner discussion, if you will. Of course, in my happy chair, very safe. Some other questions might be, how do you typically respond when you feel pressured around sexual performance? Think about what that is now before it happens. Just kind of get yourself into if you're having this problem. Now, don't create the problem if it's not there. Enjoy it. And if you're, 75 years old and you can still, hey, good for you. You're many men's hero, I'm sure. Is there something your subconscious mind might try to protect you from in the intimate situations? And it could be your partner. Think about that. And sexual orientation does not exist in this conversation. It could be however whatever it is you do, okay? So some therapeutic benefits that might help you access your way to resolve this issue. So reducing performance anxiety. Hypnosis can help calm your anxiety mind, anxious mind, replacing it with from the fear-based thoughts that are empowering to confidence and relaxation. And I'd probably go more on the confidence, having you create the scene in your mind, kind of we'll talk about what that looks like, and using your own words, just kind of feed them back to you. Body confidence, self-esteem. Through hypnotic techniques, I'm going to help you. Those negative self-beliefs, we'll probably collapse those right at the very beginning of a session. Anything that might be a trauma or PTSD or whatever. Maybe somebody did you wrong 20 years ago and you're still remembering it or whatever. So maybe that's a part of it. Let's collapse it so it becomes irrelevant after that. And then we'll reframe it and affirmations, self-worth, and your desirability. And also I'm going to look at, do you like yourself? I hope so. And if you don't, we're going to look at that aspect. That's the self-esteem part. The self-esteem part. We're going to look at that and just, are you okay with yourself? And then releasing the stress and the emotional blocks. Once you let those go, you'd be surprised what could happen. Hypnosis can provide deep relaxation, facilitating that release of the subconscious mind and tension that may interfere with your sexual responsiveness. There are hypnotics that I can help create climax too, with just listening to it in your head. That's all I'm going to say on that right now, just because there could be anyway. I don't want to get too graphic here, but yeah, hypnosis can help with scenarios in your head. Subconscious belief systems helps you identify and reframe your subconscious belief around your masculinity, intimacy, vulnerability, and enabling emotional openness. Man's sexuality is his identity, and the man's identity is his sexuality. If you're dating, for example, and a woman isn't going to respect that about you, swipe left. Really, if they're not respecting you at the beginning of a relationship, they're not going to respect you later. So, and a man's ego is fragile. And you know what? We women, we need to respect that. And we can push buttons easily. Why would we want to? Why be that person? Why not be the person that comes towards somebody with kindness no matter what? It's just a thought. I don't like that person, then stay away from them. It's so easy. All right, giving a little motherly lecture here. Just want to have that emotional openness with yourself, even communicating with your partner. Hypnotherapy can foster better subconscious alignment and relationship goals, creating a space for authentic, emotional, and physical intimacy. So, sometimes it's hard, and I just said that really wrong, didn't I? Sometimes it's hard. Oh, my producer's over here trying not to laugh too hard. On that, I'm taking a drink of water. Okay, it can be difficult in certain situations. But keeping yourself, just keep a sense of humor about these things. I'm trying to. So hypnosis isn't a magic wand. It sure knows how to handle subconscious mood killers, though. And remember, your mind is your most powerful sex organ. Hypnosis knows how to whisper the sweet somethings directly to it, so we can discuss what those look like for you and how they work. And you know what? I'm not opposed to having you write your own script and modifying it to a hypnotic script, or having your partner teach them a little bit how to word it, so that there's a lot of opportunity and ways we can make this work. So just a real quick closing on this episode. I just want to encourage you that you are invited to explore hypnotherapy. If you're curious about how hypnotherapy can help it, just call me, we'll talk about it. If your subconscious mind has been throwing cold water on your libido, consider hypnotherapy your personal thermostat. Maybe it'll help turn things up a little bit and we can control that temperature again. ED does not stand between you and satisfaction. After all, sometimes you just need to get out of your head and back into your life again. And I know this is very short. I just kept it outline formed just because it's a sensitive subject, and I hope that it was enlightening to you and gave you some thought to it. But everybody's different. When you have an ED issue, your situation will not be the same as somebody else's. It's all because of the diabetic drug. Yeah, maybe you have hypertension, you're taking a high blood pressure pill. Those can also be an issue too. I'm not saying don't stop taking medication, but there are things that can be done to help you, and I have lots of ideas that can come in there that can give you some help. Anyway, that's it for a wrap for today. Thank you for joining me. Until next week, which I don't know what the topic's going to be yet because I didn't look at my list. And so we'll just have to, maybe I'll work on the women's libido next week. Anyway, you take care, everybody. Have a wonderful weekend ahead. Thank you for joining, and have a great, great day. Don't forget what's in your mind. This is Ilah, certified hypnotherapist, and I'm out.